Hello, fabulous superstar Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of May 2024. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. Boy, is this a very special time, and it is a big astrological month, without a doubt. It is so important and massive. There are huge blessings on offer. We have the most shocking day of the year and the luckiest day of the year and the most romantic day of the year, all crammed into 1 month. Wow. And Jupiter's going to change signs, and Pluto's going retrograde, and a harmonious new moon, and a harmonious full moon. There is so much to talk about here. So let's take it one at a time. On the 2nd of the month, Pluto will go retrograde in a part of the sky for you that has to do with your daily life. And so this speaks to an understanding of how you're actually living and what it is to take the best of care of you. Some Virgos might experience some drama taking place in the workplace with clients, customers, coworkers, or immediate supervisors. It can feel like these people are especially frustrated or dramatic now. They might be actually very performative in their drama-ness. It is a possibility. It wouldn't necessarily be a surprise. I mean, that tendency would already be there if that is the case. But outside of that, we have a sense of you understanding in a lot more nuanced and essential way what it is you need to take the best of care of you, physically, psychologically, spiritually, mentally. It is about you identifying where it is that you could do those little things better, those habits, those rituals, as part of taking the best of care of yourself. There may be a determination now on your part to improve your health-related circumstances, and that can be part of the strength you're building within. Now, for all that, though, as we navigate forward, the 8th of the month is when we have this month's new moon in fellow Earth sign Taurus. This part of the sky is lit up for so much of the month now. And it is here that we are tapping into the power of the world, your place in the world. This part of the sky is decidedly visionary. It has to do with the things you put into place that you hope you can manifest bigger and better with in the fullness of time. Things like working on credentials or gaining experience. But this part of the sky also connects to things like long distance travel, immigration, citizenship, higher learning, and legal matters as well, along with your own beliefs that help you to guide your life and make sense of the world. And so this particular new moon is speaking in harmony with Saturn. I love that energy, and to a certain extent, a wide harmonious connection with Neptune might play out there as well. But what I really love here is that it suggests gains can be made, beginnings can happen. You may need to be patient to have them really flourish, but the benefits that come will stay with you for a very long time. If it is that you're hoping to make traction related to a higher education matter or a legal matter, a lot of it is going to come down to what you can demonstrate, what you can prove, what the evidence is showing. And where you can rely and tap into that, you're able to find a sense of fresh energy and new beginnings to move forward. Any long distance traveling you do now might have a practical implication and is going to help you to get to some core strength within. And if it is that you're involved in an immigration or citizenship matter, also positive traction can be made at this time. Personally, your own beliefs about the world bring strength and bring a sense of steadiness within, and that is part of the power of this time. It is on the 13th of the month that we will have the most shocking day of the year. The same part of the sky, we have that new moon, there's the possibility, the stability, and then all of it flips on its head or opens right up. When the sun meets Uranus, it is an energy of extremes. Either what happens now leaps you towards what feels so good and like out of nowhere, this wonderful blessing showed up, or It feels really surprising. It's a shake that shakes loose certain things, and you're not quite sure what sense you're going to make of it. Now, you won't have to wait too long to make sense of it, because on the 18th of the month, we will have the luckiest day of the year when the sun meets Jupiter in the sky. Powerful and important energies are playing out with these energies at this time. And so, if it is that something leaves very suddenly, it is going to be that space that is quickly filled. If it is that you thought you were making traction on a matter having to do with higher education or a legal matter or immigration, citizenship matter, and then all of a sudden it looked like you weren't, all of a sudden it all just fell apart or dissolved, or all of a sudden whatever was the problem, it just kind of went away, it is going to be the sun and Jupiter that restore a sense of gratitude, that bring fortunate energy in to any space that's created. And so whether that means other opportunities that now have space to come into your life, or whether that means you're able to carry a momentum to have things go in a very favorable way, that becomes possible. But remember, with Jupiter, you have to be proactive. You have to work with the energy to make it count for something. There are sometimes energies where you just got to sit back and allow, but that's not really the case with Jupiter. Where you are optimistic, where you are confident, and you're bringing your whole self to it, that's where opportunities start being clearer to you. And they might have been there all along. Now, navigating forward, the 23rd of the month is when we will have this month's full moon. And the full moon takes place at the foundation of your chart, having to do with home and your past and your living situation. This full moon is speaking in harmony with Pluto. I love this energy. This is power and change and truth and strength playing out for you at this time. Now, full moons can bring a lot of emotion to the surface, but they also help bring healthy closures. So if you've been involved in a matter having to do with your living situation, well, this is a time when you're able to bring things to fruition in a way that helps you to feel strong and steady right where you are. If it is that you're wanting to spend more time with your family of origin, that can be very heartwarming for you in some ways around this full moon. It can help strengthen some core within. If it is that you have a matter related to your family of origin, your parents in particular, this is where some solutions arise, and that can be very heartwarming. And where it is that you are either grappling with or you're feeling a sense of addressing matters from the past, this is where you can find meaningful solutions or new interpretations that help you to feel like you, in some cases, finally are able to move forward. It is the same day that we have the most romantic day of the year, though I'll talk about love a little bit more specifically in a bit. But outside of love, when Venus and Jupiter meet in the sky, and they're meeting in that worldly part of the sky, this is a sense of blessings really coming together for you as well. Ease and beautiful connections can play out with people in those institutions I spoke of, like in higher education or in legal institutions as well. And where it is you're hoping to seek favor from these people, it is that Venus and Jupiter that can actually help you to feel like whatever it is you're hoping to bring resolution to or advance in some way, you have the right people as part of that process. It is the 25th of the month that Jupiter will change signs. What? Yes, we still have more to talk about. Jupiter changing signs, and Jupiter will move into the top of your sky, having to do with career, social standing, and life purpose. This is a very visible part of your sky, and Jupiter here brings with it rewards and recognition. You will likely start to feel a whole new sense of connection to a higher, more loving vision for your life, whatever that might uniquely be for you. Now, for some Virgos out there, this is going to be a time when you're able to tap that much more deeply into your own sense of life purpose and a commitment to it, a deeper understanding of it, feeling that purpose is a blessing in and of itself. There might be new goals that show up for you. And all this becomes especially true if you're not necessarily on the career track, you're retired, for example. But if it is that you are on that career path, well, this is where a new passion for moving onward and upward starts to set in, and the opportunities will be there as well. I'll have a lot more to say about Jupiter in Gemini for your sign in its own Jupiter special horoscope, so be on the lookout for that later this month. Now, where it comes to matters of love, let's talk about love, because Saturn and Neptune both activated by the new moon that does play out around the 8th of the month. Saturn and Neptune are in your opposite sign. And your opposite sign has to do with partnerships of all kinds. So whatever's happening in terms of your understanding of your place in the world, there may be somebody there helping to shape that understanding in some way. For all that, though, I look at the most romantic day of the year, and this is really feeling like the world opens to you in the context of love, the international love, or new experiences, adventures start to call you. For those of you open to meeting someone new, yes, you may end up connecting with someone very different than you've known before. That seems to be an overall signature of this time. You're wanting something long term. I think that's going to matter to you. And if you connect with someone around the new moon, right around the 8th and the days surrounding it, that's where you have that much more long-term potential there. For those of you just starting to date someone, the energy around the new moon has a stronger sense of commitment to it than we necessarily see as we navigate a little bit later into the month. It's always up to you to decide what's right for you to do. But I think there's going to be a sense of openness and a connection to options that you're feeling. And so you'll get to figure out, is there a potential here for partnership or not? If there is, well, this is going to be where it feels like just getting to know this person more and more is an adventure. You're feeling stable in that more and more. But if it isn't the case that you feel partnership is here, you're able to see it, you're able to admit it, and from there have faith that the world has love in it for you. And for those of you in an established bond, well, look, the overwhelming majority of Virgos are going to find this a time of stability and strength within your bond. There's a sense of adventure here, a sense of fun and newness that can help the two of you feel that much closer at key moments throughout this month. But for all that, for that very small percentage of Virgos out there, if you have felt for a while that maybe you're not in the right relationship for you, it's now that you might feel downright antsy. A part of you wants to get out there, and you're looking at your own values that have brought you to this moment in the context of your relationship, and where it is that your partner continues to help you to understand the world as a loving place, and helps you to feel that much more connected to that stability and strength. Well, the two of you will be that much more open to working through any resistance or uncertainty that you might have been feeling. What I love about this month for you, there's so much here. It's a powerful and meaningful astrological moment. I'm going to say I love the energy of Jupiter changing signs. I mean, there's so much that's so big here. We have the luckiest day of the year taking place on the 18th of the month in fellow Earth sign, no less. And this can just expand your horizons and open up your world in ways that are very exciting for you. But Jupiter is then going to move into the top of your sky. And this is all about you connecting with purpose and you having faith that there is a higher, more loving vision for your life, and you are in alignment with it. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video scope like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with Choose Your Membership Rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com, where you get expanded, exclusive video scopes, access to a exclusive Superstar monthly online event. Higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Links are in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.